You may be in a position in life where you've recently found out the importance of self-improvement, really improving your life, understanding how truly bad the bad habits are, and also understanding how tremendously beneficial the good habits are and how much they really improve your life. And so you understand all of this, but you still don't always feel the need to do it. There's no burning desire to improve your life and to make something of yourself. And you still just feel the need to do those bad habits because they're so comfortable and so low effort. And if you can relate to that, then this video is just for you, because I'm going to help you with that. Help you stop doing the bad habits, get you onto doing the good habits with a good routine. And so this is what you need to know. So in order to start self-improvement right now today, you just need to take the first step. Not think about the steps 2 to 100 and further. Not overthink what you're going to do, what your method is, what you're going to do if things go wrong, if it's even worth it. No overthinking, take the first step. So take the first step and aim to create a good routine through self-control, discipline, and improving your self-image. You very well may fail, but you'll need to bounce back quickly and get back on track as soon as you can without overthinking it. Without thinking about if you're doing the right thing, if you need to change something, if this person is doing something better, none of that, just get back on track. And you certainly shouldn't beat yourself up over not getting it right the first time, because how many years of your life have you been doing the bad habits and living like a degenerate? You might have been for most of your life at this point, and you've tried some things but they didn't stick, and so you have some experience of doing good habits. Or you may have done no good habits in your life and lived like a degenerate up to today. And so it just means that you're fighting against the programming that has been put on you for the majority of your life. And it will be difficult because it's very easy to go waste time, play video games, watch porn, eat shit. But you're going to be better than that, and you're going to start improving your life today. And you do that by taking the first step today. So you will no longer waste time by doing pointless things or putting your energy into things that don't improve your life. No more video games, no more junk food, no shitty food, no takeout food, no porn and jerking off, and no brainless entertainment content that is purely for your enjoyment. And instead you journal and meditate to build up mental toughness so that you can get through hard times, be self-aware, and act according to your values. Then also exercise and eat clean so that you can build up a strong and powerful body so that you can walk with a straight back, be confident, look good, and be strong and powerful enough so that you can defend yourself, defend your loved ones, and not walk around like a target. Increase your knowledge by reading good thought-provoking books and focus all the rest of your energy into something that makes the world a better place and fixes a big problem that people have. And like I already said, you may fail and you may not be able to do every single one of these good habits immediately. And so you would have to start with something small and something that you can do consistently. And so you would start it and then incrementally add more energy into it, doing more and more, or then starting to put your energy into another good habit. And that is one way you'd be able to bounce back quickly after failing without really overthinking it. Because if you're putting in consistent good effort and getting results, and say you're doing these good habits, you feel better every single day, you feel physically better, you feel more aware, more grounded and more grateful, and say the results that you're getting are going up in a graph somewhat like this. And then you get to this point after being down here and something may happen, you relapse on porn, you waste some time playing video games, and then you go back, you lose some results. You may lose some results, but you know that you started back here and you got up to here all by yourself. And then even though you lose some results and lose some momentum, you could think back and say, I did this, I was at this point all by myself, I put in the willpower, put in the effort, and I done that all by myself. So what stopped me from getting back there and doing even more? Every single bit of result that you get, you can use for your future self to disprove any overthinking you may have. So if it gets to a point in the future where you're doubting yourself and you don't believe in your abilities, you can think back to how much you did at one point and say to yourself that you are absolutely fantastic if you're able to put in that much effort and get that many results. And so if you can do that, you can surely get to that point again and do even more. And lastly, understand that everything said in this video, you do not have to do. You have the choice between doing it or not doing it, sticking to the bad habits or starting good habits. And I know that to be true for myself as well, because I wake up every day and I choose to do good habits and make my life better and not live like a degenerate. Because the thought of being born after God knows how many generations of my relatives had to endure endless suffering for them to live through the bad times, for them to reproduce, and then further down the line, for me to be born. So I understand that I'm in an extremely privileged position to live at the end of that bloodline during these times now where everything is quite good and comfortable. So because I get put in this position in life after all of that, I of course want to make the most of it. And the thought of living all of my life, living until I'm 80 years old or whatever, and then dying and no one really remembering me is quite terrifying to me. Because I of course want to make a difference in the world. I want to make a little dent in the universe. And like I said, the thought of not being remembered, not leaving a mark on the world, having made it a better place for the time that I was alive, is truly terrifying. I think that living a life where you don't end up being remembered isn't really a good life. Some people may be okay with it and that is fine, but that is certainly not sufficient for me. And that is an example of one of the reasons of why I wake up and most of the time choose to do the good, positive habits that make my life better. Because I truly care about that. And if I didn't care about that, then I'd be okay to waste time, do nothing with my life, have bad mental health, have a bad body, and just live like a degenerate. I'm not forced to do anything either, and I know that I have the choice to either live like a degenerate, do nothing with my life, have fun all the time by playing video games, eating junk and watching porn, basically indulging in short-term gratification, and ultimately being forgotten because of that. Or I could do the good habits, which of course require more effort, but in the long term, I delay gratification from not doing things that instantly give me pleasure, and I feel better because of that. The pleasure that I get from long-term gratification is more sustainable, doesn't give me a spike in pleasure like short-term gratification does, and ultimately improves my life. And not only that, but facing the obstacle of overcoming something difficult, which then brings me closer to a goal that I want to achieve, increases testosterone. And what man watching this doesn't want more testosterone? So I hope that I quite clearly explained how you can start self-improvement right now today, and exactly why you should stay away from the bad habits that ultimately don't improve your life and are only fun in the moment, and instead start doing the good habits, start a good routine, make the world a better place, live a meaningful life, and ultimately be remembered as someone who made the world better. Click and watch this video right now. Put in enough time and attention because that will make anything into reality.